Alright, we're back. Don't Care versus TZP. Loser back round 3. And that rhymed for no discernible reason. Anyway, Gold Cycle 6. Cycle 7 starts tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and guess that we're not going to finish off Cycle 6 before Cycle 7 starts, because, let's see, I've got the winner semis, loser back round 4, loser semis, winners finals, losers finals, and grand finals.
Do you even want to do those?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
I have a Cycle 2 match that I still have to cover that I haven't covered yet, and a Cycle 5 match that I still have to cover that I haven't covered yet, because I'm missing the second game in the series. And
they won't give you the replay?
They couldn't get it, so I was waiting on it until I could get the replay, and then it turns out I can't get the replay, so now I'm just like, screw it. I'll do it eventually when I run out of other stuff to cover, but in the meantime, there's stuff that's much more timely.
Actually, I might... Quincy, while you introduce the game and talk about nothing of the draft, I'm going to go find batteries.
That's a good idea.
You can entertain yourself with your other co-caster.
Okay. Alright, Jeff, how you doing? Well, this is really great. I'm super happy to be here, and I've never cast before, but I'm really interested in bringing my insight to the cast. Thanks, Jeff. And for those of you who don't know, Jeff, swing member of Sync Esports, so you haven't seen him before, but on the top team in the scene right now. Isn't that right, Jeff? That's totally right, man. I'm a huge part of Sync behind the scenes, and when somebody doesn't show up for a match, I'm gonna be right in there, ready to step in and fill those shoes. Sounds good, Jeff. Hey, Stu. Did you find batteries?
He's still looking.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Why aren't you co-casting then, Yummy?
I'm in a game.
It's not true. You're on my friends list and it doesn't say that.
I'm not on the account that's on your friends list.
What?
Yeah. Did you find any?
These are doubly, right?
Let me see. Yep, thanks. Where's the other one? Is it on my butt here?
So Jeff, how do you feel about the fact that the battery could have been on YummyPho's butt? Well, that's really very interesting. And I don't know. I'm really interested in this draft right here. It's interesting that Lake decided to ban Swiftblade, considering he's got the first pick out of the first couple of bans, and that's strange. You usually don't say that sort of thing. It's good. It's a good insight, Jeff. Thanks for bringing that up. It's a good point. Other free bans are Kraken for Link and Cthulhu and Ophelia get taken out for the Hellborn team. Legion Sai going to pick up Magnus, Tempest, Rhapsody, and Hellborn going to go with Glacius, Pharaoh, and Puppet Master. So lots of gank potential on the Hellborn side, and lots of team fight and more push-oriented draft for Don't Care here. So which of these drafts are you favoring here, Jeff? Well, personally, I really like the team fight-oriented lineups because that's gonna do a lot to help people, and it allows you to group up and play
I'm
together.
back, Quincy.
And it's hard to go up against that sort of strat when it's
Who's
working.
this?
That's
What?
that's my other co-caster, Jeff.
Jeff. That doesn't sound like a Jeff. That sounds like a Cinderella.
Look, Jeff was kicked by a horse, alright? And he doesn't appreciate your bringing up his very serious medical condition like that.
Well,
So cavalierly. Stop mocking Jeff.
Fine, stop mocking Jeff.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Stop mocking Jeff!
oh my god! That's gonna... Poor Jeff. He was traumatized. And now you're just bringing up all these memories. I think we're probably gonna have to lose Jeff for the rest of this cast because Stu is just being such a bad-mannered person.
it wasn't me. Don't put the NSA on me again. Oof.
I don't think the NSA cares about you traumatizing somebody.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Did they pick lead Hellborn's 4th hero yet?
Yeah, they did. Engineer.
Okay, good. I fast forwarded just enough.
Nice. Anyway, Legion Side gonna continue their whole let's keep team fighting on everything strategy with a Bubbles pickup. Hellborn Engineer will give them some presence in larger engagements. But again, interesting, solid laning hero, but really in this lineup, that's kind of weird. Tri-lane?
Probably.
Tri-lane?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of good because Hellborn doesn't know what hero they're tri-laning with. It could be a puppet or whatever hero they decide to pick now.
Mm-hmm. Except for Pharaoh. Probably can't be a Pharaoh.
Yeah.
It could be a Pharaoh, but that'd be a really bad idea. And Legion with the jungle lineup could potentially get punished pretty hard by a tri-lane. Now, Malakin...
Monkey King. Monkey King!
It's not going to be Monkey King.
If it's Monkey King, it'd be... No, actually, it's not that good anymore. Like, looking at Hellborn's team, it's good, but then you look at Legion's team, and it's like, oh god.
They also have 3 cores in lane that have good getaways, and I'm feeling like they're not going to get punished very hard even by an aggro tri-lane, so...
Yeah. Maybe it's a jungle engineer with mines, Quincy, you don't know.
It's true. I've seen that video, and it was amazing, and I really don't think it's going to work in a competitive match, especially because Don't Care have played this game before. But
well, I mean, you have to expect it.
You
can't expect an engineer jungle.
I think if you don't see engineer for like the first couple of minutes, and then he starts to get levels, then you're like, yeah, he's probably jungling, because...
But by then it's probably too late, because they have to commit to their lane.
Because it takes him like 2.5 minutes to get that shit set up.
I'm pretty sure somebody actually did it before. In a comp game.
Not in a comp game that I've seen.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Not in a comp game that I've seen.
It was on HoNcast. I swear.
Oh, they've done jungle pulling engineer.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe that's...
Yeah, Willowkeeper has run the jungle pull engineer strat, but not the mine strat.
It also didn't work very well.
It worked okay.
They fed.
It wasn't the greatest.
A lot.
But they're gonna put Jonathan on Bloodhunter again, because apparently that's the only hero he can play.
And Bloodhunter's not bad here.
I kinda hate it.
It's good because it's good versus Magnus, Bubbles. It's good versus everybody except Malakin, pretty much.
Yeah, that's true. The silence is gonna be annoying as crap, but like he's gonna die.
That's fine, because Puppet's their carry.
Puppet's gonna die too.
If they're going on Bloodhunter and Pharaoh, they can't get through an engineer ult, so I think Puppet will be safe.
I think they can get through an engineer ult. I look at this. Legion side has a lot of AoE magic damage and a lot of teamfight capability, and I feel like they're just gonna get blown up.
Well, engineer is like kind of a counter to that, because if they blink into Engie field, they're all dead.
Yeah, but they're not gonna do that.
Well, you don't know that. Maybe this engineer is like Peter Pan Dam on steroids.
I don't know. Mex is pretty good, but he's not that good.
You don't know that.
I do know that, actually.
Fine.
I watch DoCa.
You do know that.
And I watch this game, and I can
I don't watch either. Am I Peter Pan Dam, Quincy?
No.
Damn it, I tried.
Speaking of which, how the hell did Peter Pan Dam go from being like a moderately respected competitive HoN player to like everybody's like, oh my god, this guy's the best genius? But in HoN, he was never really thought of as like a great leader or drafter.
Oh, that's because he's pretty fucking cancer. Like in HoN, it was kind of like a joke to him, so he didn't really give a fuck. But I mean, when you have that kind of personality, where you can just turn it off and on, it's pretty good to be a captain.
Apparently,
and it worked. He did captain in like in-houses. I'm pretty sure he won every in-house game he drafted.
Yeah.
Which was a lot.
Hellborn going to go for the aggressive tri-lane here, so that's not particularly surprising. It's going to be Puppet as the focus as well. That's also fairly predictable, but no surprise. Don't Care have pretty much called this, and they've sent Link to the bottom lane on that Bubbles. Link is actually
I don't like his items.
Carry player now. Yeah, he doesn't have enough regen.
He's never going to use 12 fucking trees.
Does that really have 12 trees? I didn't even click on him. Holy crap.
He has 12 trees. He's never going to use 12 trees. No. He's going to die before he gets to 9.
He's never going to use 12 trees. He's also not going to lose lane control, which is good. Puppet trying to pull a little bit, and you can see immediately... well played.
He screwed that up. What a guy.
Love the all chat. You can see immediately Hellborn supports are like, yeah, there's no real reason for us to be in the bottom lane. They're actually going to counter ward this Word of Sight here. That's going to give the Legion side acknowledge that there is a rev ward around here, though, and the fact that this pole camp is, or this hard camp is blocked will probably indicate that it's somewhere nearby, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that camp get unblocked relatively quickly. Or Tempest could just ignore it.
Probably ignore it, since you can't get to that side of the jungle anyways.
It's true. And we'll see what TZP can do to make use of their supports. Middle lane, actually, Mummy Walls will go up on top of the Malikan. Rhapsody going to be able to cut off Engineer a little bit. Kegstun does connect, but they're not going to have enough damage to bring down this Rap. And Malikan not really in any danger either. Oh, this is immediately cancelled. So this is a bit of an interesting lane setup here from TZP. They're trying to make use of these dual supports, and
also kind of interesting. Bloodhunter's kind of low top. I mean, he should be able to get every last hit and deny. I don't know why he's not.
Because it's Jonathan and he's not very good.
I mean, it's not that hard to last it on Blood. I guess it's because of that skin too. That skin is kind of hard to last it with. But he's not using his W, like, to eat a creep or anything.
It's true.
He can just eat any creep. Like, he could have eaten that creep at the tower, gotten all his HP. Anyway, this doesn't matter. Whatever.
It's fine. And he's got level 2 in it too, so you think that he'd
actually use it to learn.
Right.
Anything.
Be helpful. But Magnus with the volcanic touch, he's actually using it pretty effective harass.
You got a level 2 instead of stun. I like
Which is, yeah, I like that too.
Yep. Good job, Quincy. We agree on something.
We do.
Not bad.
And Jonathan's still doing better than this Magnus, as Magnus at 190 GPM and Blood's at 256.
Not the best, either way.
No, but I think...
I don't know why Jonathan bought regen either. I mean, he's a Blood Hunter, soloing a melee hero.
Well,
shouldn't be that difficult.
Doesn't have any anymore, so apparently it was necessary.
That's his own fault, Quincy, please. If he bought a duck boot or something, he would have had the extra last hitting power to only miss half of the ones he missed.
A lot of things are Jonathan's fault.
That's true.
Anyway, double damage in the top lane will be controlled by Rhapsody. It's been up there for a minute or so, and neither team particularly interested in getting runes, apparently. Malikan has picked up a bottle, and they're going to be roaming in this top lane. Rhapsody with the DD moving over. Tempest has not enough mana to drop Glacial Blasts, but with some damage, I think this is going to be Bloodlust.
Yeah. It is. There is no way that Bloodhunter is getting out of there.
Unless they stack stuns would be bad, but yeah, he's still screwed. And he's trying to feast, but the last double damage hit from Rhapsody will be enough, and Zudonix picking up the kill. Not bad.
Good roam, already doing more of the two supports who are supposed to be in the tri-lane.
Yep.
Not bad.
And this is why tri-lanes can be iffy, especially when they're so telegraphed. Like, it was really, really obvious what the Hellborn were doing with their lanes, I feel like.
It was. I mean, no, I don't know. Maybe if they picked, like, a support that can be run as a suit, maybe if they, like, picked Kinesis instead of Engineer or something, it could have been a little more hard to read.
If they pick Kinesis instead of Engineer, the assumption being that it's a support puppet and like a Bloodhunter tri-lane?
No, it'd be a support Kinesis, Quincy, please.
I don't know, but like, if they're trying to, you know, fake out the other team.
It'd be a Bloodhunter jungle and then normal lanes with a Kinesis.
Yeah, I don't think too many people are going to predict Bloodhunter jungle under any circumstances. VH, meanwhile, will take a stun in the top lane, but Rhapsody not quite enough distance.
Please, Quincy. Everybody does that. It's not even... You just don't see Bloodhunter. It's understandable.
Malikan will be taking a stun and a Mummy Waltz, but he just sword throws out, because no problem.
That just looks so funny. The giant, you never even kill him, he just walked. He didn't even take damage when he sword
he's just like gone. It's fine.
Bubbles
anyway, yeah, Pharaoh, real dead.
Nope.
Bubbles is fine. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's Pharaoh that's going to die in the middle lane. YOLO train dropping to the gank from Zudonix once again, and this Rhapsody doing work.
Yep. Well, I mean, Bubbles took cover of the W, and then Count Crapula kind of just walked away because he didn't feel like clicking it twice or something. I have no idea.
Well,
Tempest isn't doing too well. I mean, he was in the
moving.
aggressive woods, but
he was in the safe woods, and then he moved to the aggressive jungle, and now he's back here stacking ancients for some reason. So he's actually not even been farming all that much.
I feel like he should have bought a chalice or a bottle since he's so far behind. At least to help him be active, since he bought boots. Done something.
And they currently only have one bottle on the Legion side, so it's not like they have an overabundance of them. There definitely are runes available.
Magnus isn't coin a bottle? It's interesting.
Apparently not. Or if he is, it's a really late one. Already has steam boots.
Yeah. I'd like to see a rotation coming out from like the Glacius or anything. Probably Glacius because he needs levels. Just to go top, get Bloodhunter a kill.
NG's headed top with an Invis rune, and there's going to be a silence and just a TP away. Is the keg going to hit? Yeah, it will. Just enough, so... Solo Volca going to take a death, and actually NG popping a regen rune as well, so... Somehow, the master of runes here is Max.
Perfect. Peter Pan Dam in the making.
Think so?
I'm pretty sure Peter
so.
like played engineer a lot, right?
YOLO Train gonna eat the fear from Malakin's possession. Is there actually enough damage on this? I don't know. One more auto attack from Malakin will be enough, and I think he's got it. No, the Thunder Blast is there, and that'll be just enough.
Perfect.
Courier, run away. Yeah. So nice escape there from YOLO Train, and good use of his ultimate as well to slow people down and actually stun them more accurately. But
I like those wings.
He said, "Give me my wings," and he got his wings.
Damn straight. I hope this guy buys a lifesteal, unlike all the other people that we've casted.
He's like MJK's mom.
Damn, Quincy, I didn't know you rented that.
Sorry, it's a Tool song.
Sure.
It is a Tool song.
Sure. Whatever you say.
I
Bloodhunter get something? Why does he have nothing?
Because he has... Holy crap. Why does he have 370 gold per minute is my question.
He got that kill, remember?
Yeah, but he also died once, and it felt like his farm wasn't all that good. He's at 380 gold per minute.
Well, you see, Quincy, he can eat creeps.
This is true.
And Magnus can't really lane once Bloodhunter gets steam boots. Because Magnus can't outlast hit a Bloodhunter. Magnus has 60 damage.
Okay.
So he can't outlast it, so he can't lane, because Bloodhunter's just going to silence him, and he's in fear of the supports roaming on him because they have ult. And he's already got level 7, there's no reason for him to stay up there anymore. He can just roam. Make himself useful.
That seems like what he's going to do. Malik in the middle lane, actually only 270 gold per minute bottom. It's going to be Puppet getting ulted by Tempest. We'll see if they have the damage to finish this off. Yes, they do. Hemorrhage from Bubble on Bubbles is going to be one counter kill. We'll see if they can get anything else out of it. Energy field available, not enough time. And Magnus gonna get a two-man lava sword if he wants it, but there's a ArtofPho right on Magnus's face. Has to get the stun out, but can't, as he was silenced an entire time. And Solo Volca gets picked off as well. So TZP
silence doing work.
TZP off to a good early start here. And they're up 2,500 gold. That's not insubstantial at 10 minutes into the game.
It's the Bloodhunter effect, Quincy.
It's Bloodhunter, and Puppet actually had a pretty solid time in this bottom lane. There was support rotation pretty consistently, but I feel like Link should have done better than 160 gold per minute. It's kind of low.
Well, I mean, he can't really do anything to Puppet. Like, Bubbles versus Puppet, even solo, is just ridiculously hard to win. If you're not experienced in the matchup, there's no way you're gonna win. You have to do it over and over, you have to practice, etc., etc.
Fair.
Link probably doesn't. Just putting that up.
Yeah, he's playing carry for this edition of Don't Care, and I don't know how much experience he has in that role.
Or even on
Bubbles as well. So it's not like a lot of carry players play Bubbles. We see it occasionally, but it's not really all that common. So he used to play jungle, he played Tempest a lot, and now he plays carry. Neither of those are really...
Carry? I mean, I'm pretty sure Malakin's supposed to be carry.
Malakin's supposed to be carry in this game. And Zephranthe actually used to play carry on the Catman Champions team that was the previous iteration of Don't Care. But Link played like the Oogie and stuff like that, and he's definitely been playing carry for a while now.
I didn't know. Thanks for enlightening me.
Exactly.
What do you think of this Pharaoh maxing his E?
Pharaoh got dusted out, but there's no way they're gonna catch him. Interesting. I don't like it in the context of this. When he's a Suicide Pharaoh, I actually quite like the max on the Tormented Soul because you can keep spamming it and harass the lane and get CS. But he wasn't solo, he actually had a lot of rotation from his supports. I guess the fact that they couldn't really lock down and kill Malakin is the reason for it. It's not like they were going to get anything, because so we just saw it right there. Actually, they're going to drop the Wrath of the Pharaoh as well, but Malakin pops his possession, and that will be the getaway. And even with an Invis rune, Pharaoh drops the Mummy Walls, had in the Hellfire, and the Energy Field, still can't lock down Malakin enough to kill him. So I guess that's the reasoning for it.
Please continue. They obviously read the ult as it having magic armor, so they just gave up.
That's probably exactly what they did.
Holy crap! That description on Malakin ult is so long.
Well, how about Rhapsody's life? That's not going to be very much longer.
Nice transition.
What a segue.
Nice transition. Oh,
I tried. I do my best.
I misclicked while I was laughing. Where are we?
12 minutes. 12:01.
Oh god, I went all the way to 50. I was laughing so much. Okay. I'm at 12:20. Not bad. Well, Puppet's dead.
Is he? I don't know that yet.
He's dead.
Is he? At top lane. We're gonna see a teleport in here. Has one stun, eruption on top of that, and yeah, there's pretty much no way Puppet's getting out of that. It's like you can see the future, Stu. It's amazing.
It is. It's like that. Malakin. Oh god, please don't.
Well, he's actually okay because the hasted Pharaoh missed the Mummy Walls. I'm not sure if he would have died anyway. He had the sword throw.
I don't think he would have died. How are you already all the way over there?
What are you talking about?
Do I really delay that much? What?
Seems like it. I mean, like, they've done a lot to shut down this Malakin, and it's actually, they're going to jump on top of Engineer right here. That should be a pretty easy kill. One teleport reaction coming in, but that's not going to be a counter. Actually, it's going to be Bloodhunter. They dropped the Hemorrhage onto Malakin. He's just going to teleport away, though. Should be just fine. Rhapsody ultimate for good measure. And here comes the Wrath of Pharaoh onto Bubbles. That's going to be a death as Tempest Soul comes out onto 2. 3-man Lava Surge. Bloodhunter going to fall. We'll see if the Legion Side get anything else out of this, but the Puppet Master ultimate on Magnus. Not going to be enough to kill him. Magnus needs to get another Lava Surge as Ganal on the Glacius Falls. Nice disjoint from Magnus on that last Puppet auto attack. That would have been his death, but managed to evade it. And
Quincy, did you see that?
What?
I forgot what I was going to say.
I didn't see that.
They didn't let the Magnus get the last hit on the Bloodhunter. If he did, the Volcanic Touch would have put everybody low enough to continue snowballing that fight.
Well, they still killed the Glacius, and they didn't lose anybody else, so...
Yeah, it would have gone much better.
I don't think they would have...
It made me sad.
I don't think they would have killed the Puppet anyway.
He was in, like, animation of the auto attack, and Glacius queued.
Glacius queued? Glacius is on the Hellborn team.
Yeah, something like that. Who cares? It was a queue.
Somebody
matter.
queued.
It was Rhapsody. It was Rhapsody, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Who got the kill on Glacius? It was... Yeah.
No, it was Bloodhunter.
It was Rhapsody that got the kill on Glacius. Bloodhunter can't kill Glacius. Bloodhunter and Glacius are on the same team. So Bloodhunter could kill Glacius, but it would be a deny.
Look, let's see. I'm not
You're
that...
clearly pretty drunk. It's fine.
Okay. Bloodhunter went Firebrand, by the way. I don't know if I like it that much. I mean, he doesn't really need to do damage. They have a Puppet for damage, and they have Engineer Field for mid-game. Really, all he needs is utility.
I feel like Shrunken would be the choice here.
Yeah, either Shrunken, Tablet, Nullfire, one of those. Just Firebrand seems kind of useless unless he turns it into a Geos. Which even then, I don't know why he would want Geos.
No. I'd much rather have a Dawnbringer than a Geos.
I would never buy Dawnbringer on Bloodhunter. That sounds disgusting, Quincy.
It's good. It gives you lots of stats. Slows people when you're trying to chase them down. The dot is nice.
You're a ganking hero. You're not a Dawnbringer hero.
Like, Geometer's Bane doesn't really help you gank.
Exactly, which is why I'm saying you shouldn't have this in the first place.
I think Dawnbringer is a solid item on a ganking hero. It provides a lot in several different departments. It's going to help him keep his mana up so he can spam his spells. It's going to help him regen, and he'll slow people and stuff like that. The
yeah, but that's
move
what
speed
Chalice
is good.
The chalice is all you need.
But then he's using another item slot. Now he can drop the chalice. It's neither here nor there.
Firebrand.
It should be probably should be a shrunken head.
Probably. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Because what he needs is the mobility in these team fights. Anyway, Magnus has a brand new portal key. We'll see if they can actually kill this Pharaoh. No, they can't. A little bit too heavy.
Heavy?
A little too heavy, yeah. He's heavy.
Teal's still timed out? Oh, okay.
Are you unaware of the military term? Where like the biggest and toughest guys are like heavies?
I am unaware, as you call it. Oh, that was a good gank. Did you get that gank yet?
What gank?
Mid.
I don't know. I just watched the tier 1 tower die, so we'll see if I can.
Where?
Get that gank. In mid.
What?
The tier 1 tower just died. I'm 1652.
Oh my god, I'm so slow. I was at like 1610. I was like, wait, what Magnus?
Speaking of ganks in the bottom lane, Hemorrhage goes through onto bubbles, but he's just gonna be like, I can TP away, bitch.
Easy
does
leaf.
that.
Easily. The BM is real.
Well played, Link. I think like against Jonathan, everybody's gonna BM. Against any WoG player, everybody's gonna BM. YOLO train, another notorious troll. People are gonna BM. That's just what's gonna happen. Nice last hitting from Magnus in the top lane. Who bought Helm? Oh,
Pharaoh.
Why?
Helm doesn't really provide anything for Pharaoh. Like, why does he need HP?
He just wants to be a mess in the front of these fights because he wants to be disruptive. He's not gonna he's not really gonna do much damage no matter what he does. So he might as well survive.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Pharaoh, like their entire damage is all AoE. It's not like he's tanking like a bunch of auto attacks with his helm. It's just base HP. If he's gonna get something, I feel like a health flower or a puzzle box would be more useful. I don't think Barb is gonna do it this game, but health flower or puzzle box would be good.
I'm okay with it. You're not wrong what you're saying, but that's I think just for right now, because we're gonna see Shrunkens on Puppet and Bloodhunter probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and once they have those, then they don't need anybody to tank the AoE damage. They're gonna need people to tank the right clicks from Malakin, and then the helm's gonna be more valuable.
Sure.
Because I mean, like once Puppet gets a Shrunken up, which is gonna be a while because he went for the Shroud first and didn't gank with it.
Yes. And he's buying a Whispering Helm.
And he's buying Whispering Helm now, which is why I'm annoyed. Because if you were gonna get Helm, then get Helm first, and if you're gonna get a Shroud, you need to make use of the Shroud, and you didn't do that. So.
Nope.
It's not exactly the optimal build order, Mr. Calcrapula.
Well, he does have crap in his name.
He does have crap in his name.
The Hellborn have overrun the Legion FOB.
Energy field gonna be there and dispel any notions of defending that tier 1 tower. I feel like Crapula was on the cast like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I feel like we came up with a much better name for him that he was gonna adopt, and I forget what it was.
Who cares?
I don't care either. Or maybe it was for Shortcan, because I think Shortcan was on that cast too.
Oh yeah, it might have been for Shortcan. I remember. I don't remember the name, but I vaguely remember it.
Yeah, you vaguely remember what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy. I'm not just making stuff up.
No, I'm actually lying. I wasn't watching your cast. I don't watch casts at 12, Quincy.
I'm probably not making stuff up. There's a VOD of this somewhere.
I don't get home until 12:30.
Like afternoon? In the afternoon, you mean?
Yeah, 12:30 in the afternoon. Our time.
Right.
You picked me up from school at 12:30, Quincy. What? Don't you know this?
No, who do you think is the person that's picking you up from school?
Quincy?
Because it's not me.
Are you trying to dodge? Please. We both know you pick me up from school every day. That's why I'm casting with you.
Why would I do that?
You wouldn't pick me up otherwise.
It's true. That's true. That's absolutely the case. That's the whole thing.
I know.
Both teams getting a little aggressive in the middle lane. Stuns being thrown in every which direction. Meanwhile, bottom, Bloodhunter gonna get caught out right here by a kelp field. No way he's getting out of this one. as they drop the possession as well. So nice jump and kill onto Bloodhunter, and now Don't Care actually up at this point. So this is where their team fight is going to become a pretty serious issue for the Hellborn team. When they start to group up as 5, the Legion are going to have a substantial advantage. Because there's the reinitiation from Pharaoh, actually onto 2, energy field there as well, and this is a nice jump. We'll see if they can get both these heroes. Rhapsody falls, and there goes the Tempest, so neither of them able to get successful ultimates. Silence on Malakin's not going to stop his teleport, and Magnus should be able to get away without any further aggression. That's going to lead in a Conwar kill for the Hellborn team.
Just to cancel. I feel like that's why he needs a tablet, just to cancel TPs like that. Since he saw them TPing away from him beforehand. Even though they do have a lot of stunts on their team, he's usually being Jonathan.
He needs to be able to cancel it by himself, because if he tries to go for a 1v1 engagement, it's happened a couple of times now. Bubbles got away once in the bottom lane just by dropping a teleport.
It's been like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of sad.
Pharaoh with the Hellfire doing a lot to help kill this Kongor. That's going to be a token for Jonathan.
They're really going to give it to Jonathan?
I think PM was supposed to take it.
Oh, God.
Because he doesn't have a teleport, and he has an item slot, his first item slot open, and he walked towards the end of the pit like he was going to pick up the token.
Oh, God. Good old Jonathan troll.
And it really should have been a PM token. Like, it's much, much better to put on Puppet Master than Bloodhunter.
Probably. Like, now Puppet has to wait for Bloodhunter to die to go in, pretty much. I guess the barbed armor is okay on Pharaoh now. If he was getting that mix of items together, since he can't buy a vestment for magic damage if he's gonna go barb. So now it makes more sense why he bought the helm.
Okay, this is a question I've struggled with for a long time, so maybe you can help answer it. What? Doesn't it seem like the interaction between vestments and barbed armor is a bad one for the hero that's getting both of those items? Because you're going to reduce the magic damage that's coming in, so it lowers the amount of damage that you do with the barbed armor.
Yeah, which is exactly why you don't buy it.
Yeah.
I just said that.
Okay, well, you didn't explain why, but...
It's post-mitigation damage that's reflected, which is why armor and magic armor are bad to have. You only buy base HP.
Right. That's what I prefer too. Anyway, bottom lane, they're going to try to jump some people, but they're not going to get either of them as the strategic teleports allow the Legion team to get away. By the way, Malakin popped his shrunken head in the jungle for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, did you see him move his item slot right after he used it?
That's good stuff.
That was really funny. Ugh.
I have definitely done that before. I've also accidentally ulted with Moon Queen and various other heroes, and yeah.
Trust me, Quincy, you're not alone.
I'm pretty sure I'm not.
I'm pretty sure I ult on Engineer every time I use the courier.
Oh god, I do that so much.
You have
I'm
no
like,
idea.
that's the wrong frickin' unit. Anyway, speaking of Engineer, he's gonna get jumped to the bottom lane by the Kelpfield, and here's Magnus as well. Pretty easy cleanup onto Mex's face. And
good lane ward. Out of the counter ward range from Mech.
This, Mex.
Max.
There you go.
Max.
So all Legion ultimates available except for that Kelpfield that was just used to kill the Engineer, and it looks like this will turn into a tier 1 tower push in the bottom lane. That will allow the Legion to even up the tower score and clear all the opponent's tier 1s from the map. 2-man Lava Surge. Actually, it's a Pharaoh illusion, so 1-man Lava Surge. And they didn't even follow up.
Ward. Or they were.
They're trying to, and here comes the Pharaoh illusion, just like, I got this.
Nobody even stopped.
It's like, okay. Alright, you earned it. And they're going to try to counter push this. Pharaoh Rocket's coming in to try to slow the Legion team down, so they're really having issues forcing 5-on-5 engagements, and for a team that's really built around that, they're going to have to do it sooner or later if they want to win this game. It's going to have to be they take a big team fight and win it, because that's really what they're built to do.
I think the main problem with what they're doing is that they're trying to force the issue too much. You're supposed to get a gank, push a tower, it makes it easier to push.
Right.
Or at least use mushrooms so that way they can't spot rotations and see you getting set up. The problem is they're running as like 3 to 4 heroes in the lane trying to push, so it's really easy to spot and counter push.
And their problem is they really don't have a lot of vision. I mean, you look at the warding situation for Legion's side, there's only one in the bottom rune, and it's actually about to expire, so They're not too far away from having no wards.
Yeah, that's the support versus one support kind of thing. If Tempest doesn't help out.
Top lane, nice. Tempest Hole onto Puppet Master, popped his Shrunken and his Abyssal, and his Shroud, by the way, but it's not going to be enough. Use multiple ultimates right there to lock down the PM and get the kill, but it's worth it, as they still have Eruption available.
Well, I guess that's good that they didn't give him the token.
Yeah, because he probably would have just wasted it right there.
Yep.
But
in hindsight, it's still better.
That wasn't really a situation where you're like, well, I guess it's a good thing. It's like, why the hell were you there, PM, without sufficient vision and against a multiple PK team?
And Hellborn did have a ward up
Yeah,
there,
they had
so
a ward.
I
That's
don't
the
know
thing.
how he got
That's the thing. I'm like looking at, like I said, without sufficient vision, bottom lane solo walk on the Magnus dies. Engineer Field gonna be dropped right on top of Tempest's face, but here comes Malakin with the Shrunken Head. Tempest probably gonna be falling here as he pops the Astrolabe, running around trying to distract, but everybody's trying to get on his butt, and finally the freeze not gonna be enough from the Rhapsody ultimate as they lock Pharaoh down inside of the dance floor, and actually Pharaoh could be in a lot of trouble, but so tanky with that helm. Finally the Aegis is used as Bloodhunter dies. As I say, I mean token, not Aegis. That's definitely what I was talking about. Staccato stuns onto Bloodhunter. He's trying to chase this Rhapsody down. Rhapsody's still very low. They're going to have to start man-fighting Rhapsody. Definitely going to fall here, and Malakin in a lot of trouble as he's going to actually finish off Glacius before Jonathan on the Bloodhunter gets the kill. And Bubble's going to be able to get the TP away, or PK away, and ends up with a one fight for the Hellborn team. That Token of Life actually being put to solid use, as it was a one team fight and a successful tower kill entirely because Bloodhunter had that token.
I feel like the Legion should have won that fight. I don't know how they managed to lose it. They, like, the entire Hellborn team, first of all, it was like a 5v5 instead of a 5v6. And they were all chasing the Tempest that already ultied. Tempest really isn't that useful if he doesn't have ult. I don't know why they were chasing him around. I feel like Magma should have been able to get a solid eruption off that fight, and that probably would have won the team fight.
But I think you can look at the ultimates and determine exactly why. Tempest Hole was already used top lane. Actually, they're gonna try to catch Puppet Master, but he's gonna counter with the ultimate onto Tempest, and that should be a kill. Yeah, as Contact High goes down, we'll see if they can actually lock him down. His Shrunken Head's finally off. And they're going to dust him out as well. Eruption goes right on his face, but he's actually away from it. He gets Portal keyed on, though, and that will be a counter kill onto Count Crapula, so it's a 1-for-1. They do use 2 ultimates, though, in order to get that kill. Anyway, Magmus jumped in before anybody else did and got killed pretty much immediately, so he never used his Eruption. Rhapsody's ultimate was used to attempt to save Tempest, but it was too late, so that was a completely wasted ultimate as well. And I mean, Possession was used to solid effect. Tempest ultimate was already down. I don't know if Bubbles
used very well.
Yeah,
I mean, he ultied, but Tempest like stood on top of the Bubbles ult, so they just killed him.
Anyway, meanwhile, middle lane, they're going to be able to catch Rhapsody really easily as the Wrath the Pharaoh and Hemorrhage combo for a solid kill. So, a bit sloppy right there from Zudonix, his top lane. Bubbles going to get the silence out. That'll get him some CS, and he will be able to just walk on away from that Glacius. Anyway. Yeah, it's just a story of the Legion side. They're ultimate reliant. Like, if they want to win team fights, they have to have their ultis up and they have to use them effectively. And you can look at that team fight and think, they had probably one good ultimate, and that was Malakin's, which is really not that hard to use effectively. So,
and it was kind of a problem too, because I'm pretty sure Tempest ported right into an Engineer Field.
Yeah, but his ulti was already on CD, so...
I know, but it's still like... it was like a free kill.
Honestly, I think he did more work by distracting them for like 5 seconds and letting his teammates pound on, you know, Pharaoh and Bloodhunter and etc. than he was going to do. Pretty much no matter what. He got the Astrolabe off. I think he got his Sun off, and past that, I think you can't ask too much more of a Tempest.
I don't
without
know.
A hole.
I think it was more of a problem. Like normally in any other game, I would say you're right, but Bloodhunter pretty much got like a free heal.
That's true. That's a good point, actually. Anyway, DD, Invis, Puppet Master, and I'm actually going to see a big Tempest ultimate right on the Puppet again. He is going to die. Count Crapula's going to be feeling like, why me, as they stop the teleport with a push book. And Solid Volca on the Magmus picks up a double tap. He's got a portal key available in a second. We'll see if he actually goes for this Bloodhunter. Looks like he won't. They're just going to turn this into a bot tier 1 tower push. So, repeated ultimates from Contact High are only on one person, and it's always the Puppet Master.
I think the most interesting part of all of this is that both of the supports weren't there. Like,
That's
all
true.
of the cores decided to fight, and the supports are farming other lanes. And I mean, Glacier isn't really getting that aggressive of wards up either.
Yeah. The vision situation for the
doesn't
Hellborn
have
side is actually kind of sad, considering they have a dual support lineup. At this point, they only have 2 wards out.
Well, they've been placing defensive wards for some reason.
The Legion have overrun a
I feel maybe it's like a team morale thing, but they should be able to take these fights and be able to play aggressively with Bloodhunter while seeing as it's only 60-second cooldown.
It's because they're trying to utilize the extreme farm potential of Bloodhunter and Puppet Master. These are not aggressive heroes, Art. You don't.
Oh yeah.
You don't.
Yep.
Get aggressive with them. You sit in the woods and farm.
3 and 5. 3 and 5 Puppet, 5 and 3 Bloodhunter. Maybe they should match. Puppet should get some more assists.
Yeah. I mean, they're both farming really, really well, which is pretty good.
Sort of.
I mean, you look at in the context of this game, and they're both farming very well.
In this game, like compared to the other teams, sure. They're not actually farming that well.
I think 450 GPM on a Bloodhunter is actually pretty solid.
He bought a Dawnbringer.
He's not.
It's pretty hard,
but
not
he's
to
not
get
really
400
like
GPM
a farm-oriented hero, especially with a 5, 3, and 4 score. Like, it'd be one thing if he had 10 kills and 450 GPM, but
debatable.
His CS has been fine, and considering Puppet's only 3, 5, and 1, his 450 GPM isn't bad either. It's just, I actually feel a lot better about this game if they had the exact same amount of farm, but a lot more hero kills and a lot less CS.
Yeah. It's actually kind of bad too because they ran this Bubbles as a carry, but he's not farming that much.
No.
I feel like they should prioritize either Magnus or Bubbles or something. Just prioritize one of them because at this rate, neither of them are going to be able to get items in time.
I mean, I think it's got to be the Malakin, to be honest.
I know Malakin's farming well. I mean, not well.
Not really.
He's farming okay. I mean, he's farming like he should be, but Bubbles and Magnus need to be useful. Like Bubbles is doing good off of like the team fight assists. He's living, etc. He's not farming at all. Like he could be farming, pushing out this top lane, making sure they couldn't Kong because top's getting pushed in, or at least make it extremely obvious that they are Konging, even though apparently
it's pretty obvious. The Legion side are well aware that that's exactly what's happening right now. And Legion actually have a bound eye as well on the bubbles. They're trying to make sure they go on this at the right time. Congore's nearly dead. Hemorrhage actually goes through on Malakin. Beast can pop the shrunken head. There's a Magnus with a 2-man Lava Surge. Fair gonna be dying right off the bat. Nice energy field actually gonna split up this team fight a little bit. Shrunken head of Malakin is gonna break the token. Rhapsody ultimate gonna do some saving here, but Rhapsody's still dying. Nice Tempest Hall. Not gonna be cancelled. Catches the entire Hellborn team. And the eruption right on top of the Mommy Rolls as well actually gets cancelled. And we'll see if the Legion side can still clean up on this. Malakin's still well alive. Bloodhunter getting chased down a little bit by him and Bubbles. That's going to be another death. Quad kill for Zephranthe, and there's the annihilation as he finishes off the entire Hellborn side. 3 buybacks were used by the Hellborn team in that engagement. They got 2 kills out of it, and they lost 6 heroes. 7 heroes.
The definition of bad.
They lost 7 heroes.
Oh, God. I mean...
That Tempest ultimate was really good. And I'm sorry, my camera work on that fight was freaking terrible, but also there was like a billion and a half.
I feel like Bubbles kind of, Magnus kind of like got scared there. He's kind of like stuttering. He was like, holy shit, did you actually get everybody?
Yeah.
Probably like screamed in the mic a little and then ultied.
And then...
It was kind of funny.
The Pharaoh tried to cancel it too and missed. And that was my favorite part.
And then he canceled it himself.
No, I think the Tempest got... He had a full duration off. Who are you talking about?
I know, but Magnus canceled his ult.
Oh, I thought he got stopped by the Hellfire or something.
No. He canceled it on his own.
No.
That was all him.
I was wondering what stopped it. I'm like, it didn't seem like there's anything available that could have stopped it. And I was going, he's sitting in the mummy walls as well, like on top of 3 enemy heroes. They're all gonna get wrecked.
It didn't get canceled.
And then the eruption just never comes out. I'm like, where's that?
I guess he didn't shift click it, so he stunned early. I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, Malakin went for an item. I'm not sure if you're there yet.
He picked Breastplate, is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm there. He's got breastplate and
just making
Sanitarius,
sure.
helm, and shrunken.
I've been on 2 times speed, and I'm apparently barely keeping up with you.
Great stuff. I forget what game it was. I think we were guessing it where Malakin went like in Sanitarius first, and it was freaking terrible. But
yeah, that was god.
Zafrante's got a much better hold on how to play Malakin than whoever that was. And I
He's not terrible. It was on Twisted Fusion.
Sure.
Yeah, I know.
That sounds reasonable.
Some carry on Twisted Fusion. The guys who pick Ophelia every game.
Yeah. I forget who that carry player is now, and that is not Abu. Anyway, Malakin getting jumped by 5 heroes in silent stop. There's no way he's surviving this, but that was Magmus that died. Malakin's the one that's coming in here as well. Puppet getting chased down by Mali, but he's actually going to survive. There's a hemorrhage onto Malakin, and he's going to die, so jumping inside of 5 heroes to try to save Magmus, who's already screwed, not a great plan.
The Hellborn have overrun a Legion FOB.
And so, after that amazingly good team fight from Don't Care, they're about to get raxed.
Are you sure, Quincy?
There's no buybacks on Malakin or Magnus, and I don't see how they take this fight without those heroes. Bubble's going to try to harass a little bit, and he will do so, but this is definitely going to be a tier 3 tower, and I think it's going to be raxed.
Are you sure?
I think it's going to be. I'm not sure. Anyway, Kelpfield goes down onto 2, but the Shrunken Heads pop all over the place. We'll see if they can get any kills out of this. There's the Tempest Hole onto 4 once again. What the hell is going on? Why is Contact High so good at this game? As Puppet Master pops his ultimate, but he gets killed. The Rev Ward goes down, and Tempest MVP 2014 Glacius gets the teleport on out of there. Yeah, he doesn't have a portal key.
Who even needs PK?
How is this happening?
Because he can just walk in with Shrunken, and they can't really do much to stop him.
But I mean,
Pharaoh's standing there to get hold.
Why are you holding hands? Just stop. Just stop holding hands.
I don't know. Maybe that's just their team.
Puppet Master does not need to be on top of everybody. He needs to be further back.
That's kind of the thing. Everybody's standing on top of Engineer. Engineer needs to be up there to get ulti, but everybody else shouldn't be standing with him. Maybe they're just trying to hit something uphill, and they decided to all get fogged together.
And they didn't drop a ward.
Nope.
That would have been very helpful. But, I mean, you gotta give him credit. Contact High is finding these openings, and he's definitely taking advantage of them. And those 2 Tempest Holes have been instrumental in this the Legion side. Anyway, Hemorrhage gonna go down to Magmus. He will pop his Shrunken Head. Gonna stun right back up the cliff, actually, and pop the Steam Bat. But there's a word of Rev. He did not realize that until way too late. I'm not sure if there's anything he could have done about it, but... oh well, that was an unnecessarily aggressive play, and Solo Vulcan dies for the 6th time in this game. Seems like he's been taking a lot of unnecessary deaths.
Yes. That is all I will say.
Yeah. Number 1 insight.
Thank you. I'm trying to do the FPS thing again.
Anyway, Hellborn going to push down the middle lane once again, looking to take a tier 3 tower for realsies this time. Tempest Hole is not available, so Contact High cannot 1v5 the entire team.
You don't know that, Quincy. You don't know what Contact High is.
At this point, you're right. At this point, I believe in anything.
They'll probably just sell everything, get a refresher, and, hole everyone. Because
why not? Pharaoh popping his barbed armor for no reason. Bubbles continuing to harass people. Actually drops the Kelpfield onto 3. Shrunken Head's not going to be popped quite yet. Glacial Blasts are there onto the Puppet Master, who gets sheeped out as well, and Crapula going to die. Shrunken Head's going to get popped. His energy field is up in the background, and there goes Jonathan dropping the Void Talisman, actually going to stop everything, but he's going to get cancelled. And is he going to die? No, he's not. That Talisman doing so much. Eruption getting everybody in the background. YOLO Train, the only one to survive the fight right now, and he should be falling as well. Magnus with the stun back up in a couple of seconds. Going to try to TP away. That's not going to happen. He gets push booked and stunned, and that's a genocide in favor of the Legion team. They do lose a tier 3 tower, but something tells me they're okay with that, considering it's a 5-0 wipe, and that Void Talisman on Rhapsody doing all sorts of work, allowing you to get a full duration ultimate off and saving everybody, then solo Volca with the comeback into the eruption. And don't even need Tempest Hole.
Yeah, Puppet really just... I mean, Bubbles really just won that fight. Sheeping that Puppet, I mean, it's just Puppet and Bloodhunter on the Hellborn team. There's nobody else that's useful. So him being able to sheep and kill the Puppet before they can do anything is just ginormous.
I really... This is not Count Crapula's best game.
No, he's not positioning himself very well at all. Maybe he's on tilt because Jonathan stole his token or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but anyway, Pharaoh gonna jump onto 3 and get a Mummy Walls on all of them as well, but there's some push books and Lava Surges away. Malakin's gonna pop the Shrunken and TP. Actually, it's gonna be not canceled. I thought it was because he was getting pushed around. There goes the Tempest as well. And Rhapsody trying to leave, but he gets frozen, and Rhapsody definitely gonna fall right here, as there's just way too much damage coming out to stop that. But the Legion side counter the tier 3 in middle and get halfway to melee racks before they are eventually stopped. That does cost them 2 more buybacks though, and Pharaoh and Bloodhunter are now out of buyouts. So Don't Care with a pretty substantial lead here, especially in the experience department. They're up 29 to 19 in hero kills, and they're also very much up when it comes to the buyback situation. So Kongor are going to be extremely important for this Hellborn side. They really need a token if they want to break base.
Yes, they do.
We'll see. Anyway, middle lane is going to be jump onto the 2, in fact, as once again they're going to catch Pharaoh, and both the supports are here. Kelpfield gets popped onto just the engineer. He's going to actually get push booked through the field and killed. Blanko 6 with a double tap. And that might be enough of a pick-off to
engineer
end
up
back with mid-racks. Yes, he did. He also has a portal key and an energy field available, but I still don't think this is going to be enough to save them, save their mid-racks, and maybe even not the game.
The Hellborn barracks are liquidated.
I agree, Quincy.
Again, #1 insight.
Thank you.
Anyway, NG does pop the energy field, but in the background actually his allies were getting jumped on, so there's no follow-up. They kill the energy field and the engineer. Void Talisman, or actually that's Puppet, or it's Bubbles, what am I even talking about? GG's being called by Yellow Train, and the Bound Eye is there, gonna pop his ultimate, kills Contact Eye immediately, and finally the CC vote goes through, as there are gonna be a couple more cleanup kills for the Legion side. So that's game 1. Gonna be going to the guys on Don't Care. As
that was interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, Hellborn was like in the lead. It should have taken that game. I guess it was sort of Jonathan's. Like he probably put Count Crapula on tilt or something, stealing token. I don't know. And then the sports decided to stop warding aggressively. They couldn't make things happen. They were trying to make things happen. They were dying because they couldn't. And then apparently everybody except the farmers decided to get picked off, so the game ended.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Honestly, I don't even know if I want to blame the supports all that much, because I feel like at no point
I mean, they did an okay job.
Right. It's just at no point did it really feel like Count Crapula or Jonathan wanted to get particularly aggressive with their playstyle, which makes no sense considering the heroes that they were on. Like, if they had aggressive wards, did it feel to you like they really would have been ganking all that much? It felt like they were just going to sit back and farm no matter what. So,
well, I mean, that time that they died in the Legion Woods.
Yeah.
That was kind of a turning point.
That was bad. I think more of a turning point. Well, I helped Tempest Holes, but hey, that's just me.
Yeah. And you said he was only holding one person.
That's true. He did only hold one person for like 4 straight times, and he's like, I gotta make up for that and bring my average up, apparently. And then he got, what 4 and 4 in consecutive holds or something like that. That's pretty ridiculous.
Yep.
So.
That's pretty good.
Lots of MVPs, to be fair, on the Legion side. Rhapsody had a really good game as well, especially in the early laning phase. Did a lot of work. So, and the Linko 6 Sheep, he finished 8-2 and 17. A lot of really respectable hero kill scores on the Legion side. So, yeah, like I said, they do take it. It's going to move us on to Game 2. This is a loser's bracket match, which means that the team that loses this series will be dropped out of Gold Cycle 6. Don't Care are 1 game up, and that means that they can be sitting a little bit more comfortably, but TZP, still a solid team, and they're going to have to be a little bit careful. Can't just throw stuff away. So that's Game 1. We'll be moving on to Game 2 in just a moment.